my dog died.
Last time we spoke to Daniel, he was jailed in a small town in the middle of nowhere. It was a tiny jailhouse with little to zero pictures online, leaving fans confused as to why he could have ended up there in the first place. Since then, he has been moved to a larger, more well-known prison. FCI Englewood, located in Littleton, a suburb of Denver, is infamous for housing notorious inmates. Daniel's arrival at this facility in June left fans wondering if we would ever hear from him again. Daniel's manager, Clark, after the transfer to Englewood, hadn't heard a single word.
Those who work here say they are at risk entering each day.
No texts, no calls, complete radio silence. Bob, another individual close to the situation, also stopped hearing from him, adding to the growing suspicion that something had gone very wrong. As more and more time passed, the group began to lose more and more hope. They feared that perhaps their last conversation with Daniel had already occurred, marking the end of an era for Daniel Larson as we know it. But then, on the morning of September 7th, out of nowhere, Clark finally received a long-awaited call from Daniel. Clark immediately returned to the Discord group with a notification of the missed call. He's back. I can't believe I missed this one. I had everything ready to record and I just slept through it. But he tried to call. This could be good. The server, which had previously agreed not to call Daniel again, quickly shifted their stance. This was Daniel's longest period of radio silence.
No, I'm in the middle of the most important call of my life right now.
The anticipation only grew. What should have been a simple task, picking up the phone and recording the call, turned into a whole saga of its own. Clark had used a specific phone for recording Daniel's calls, but that phone had been stolen. Not only was there no recording device, but they also had lost a lot of media in the process.
War is over, bitch.
He eventually came to the conclusion that the only way to record Daniel's call was to quote-unquote run upstairs and grab either his mom or dad's phone on a day they didn't have work. Due to the jailhouse restrictions, Clark was the only one who could receive calls from Daniel. With limited calls remaining, there was pressure to make the next contact count. Fortunately, a week later, Daniel called again. This time around, Clark was able to actually capture the much-anticipated jail update.
Dang, Daniel, how you doing?
Absolutely terrible. So my lawyer, my public defender, okay, is with the public defender's office, okay? A federal public defender's office out of Denver, Colorado. And his name is Jared. He is saying I'm incompetent and I'm going to get transferred to a psychiatric facility. He's naming 5 different ones. One in South Carolina, which doesn't make sense. I'm being told I would be moving to either South Carolina or Missouri, New York City or New York, somewhere in New York, San Diego, or Seattle.
What the hell? Missouri?
Bob doesn't want me leaving the state. Okay? There's no time frame on when I'm going to get transferred. The paperwork got submitted to the court over 2 months ago. So I'm just sitting and just waiting right now.
It's terrible.
And I have a legal phone call with my lawyer today, and I am being told by Bob, and I'm also thinking that, like, why am I just sitting here? Like, they either need to get me transferred or, at this point, give me time served and get me out.
I agree.
Threats, it's not like I acted on them. I was homeless and I was demanding help. So where is the actual issue there? There isn't.
You're right. They're just, I mean, they took advantage of a... I mean, I really don't understand either. I mean, has McDougal even tried to talk to you since then? Or McDougal?
No, he hasn't. And he also told me, he promised me that Grace and I would be having the wedding.
Well, I don't
Like,
even...
he's promised me stuff now that is just not even happening. And then he was trying to accuse me of things that it's like there's absolutely zero evidence of.
Yeah, like the child...
The child molesting thing, which there's absolutely no evidence, so that never even went through because they just don't have evidence.
This call is from a federal prison.
And then, also they were trying to accuse Bob of raping me.
What the hell?
Yeah, they were trying to straight up accuse Bob and then lie to me just to get Bob arrested for sex crimes. Like, if you are going to continue to do that, there's going to be further issues.
Ooh.
Because it's straight up just like not okay. You know, especially if they're saying it happened to me, and I absolutely know that is false information that they're saying is just ridiculous.
I mean, they're just... I mean, I'm surprised they haven't arrested me and other people and tried to accuse me of things.
Right.
Why did that? So you got... So all of July you were in the SHU, right?
I was in the SHU, yes.
The SHU, Special Housing Unit for High-Risk Inmates.
All of July.
What?
Pretty much.
What happened? Did someone try and fight you, you said?
Somebody was trying to fight me. People were calling into the jail, apparently, like, to the actual, like, facility, sending threats to me. And so I was getting pretty much attacked for people calling in. And I'm like, guys, like, I'm famous. It's not my problem. Like, there's nothing I can do.
Dang, so then did they put you in protective custody?
I've been in protective custody on 22-hour lockdown a day for over 2 months now. Like, going on 3 months.
What do you do all day?
Either sleep or just read books. And people are still saying I don't know how to read books when I do. So that's another thing that's pissing me off is, like, people are accusing me of not knowing how to read, and they don't even know if I can or can't.
What?
So they don't even have a say.
The cops were saying that, or, like, the inmates, or just...
Everybody.
Jeez, yeah, that's...
And then other people inside the jail, inmates and COs, keep coming up to me, like, joking around about Grace, saying, oh, I'm in contact with her now, I'm dating her.
Jeez.
And all that's doing is that's getting me angry. You know, it's like, okay, like, do you have their number? Because I have their number.
Ooh.
I'm not, like, I don't have it, you know, straight on me, but it's in my legal discovery. It's just blocked out. You know what I mean? Like, I have more than enough proof right now. I'm pretty sure you don't. You know, and they're just creating all these random arguments with me.
I mean, they can look you up and see that you're in there for, like, huge charges. Those people are probably in there for, like, like, the jail you're in has a lot of pedophiles and stuff, like that Subway guy.
Right. But the thing is, my charges are not that big.
Exactly.
If you really think about it. They're small compared to a lot of these other people.
True. It's true.
You know, I'm basically right now just serving time. That's all it is.
What books have you been reading? Did you get it from, like, commissary or something?
No, there's a library here. I got a bunch of, I guess, like 2 or 3 books. I've been reading, like, fairy tale stuff, vampire stuff.
Oh, that's good.
But, anyways, apparently Bob is all pissed off about what's going on with Grace. He's like, okay, so we know that Grace is involved. Why not helping? Like, why is she not getting you out, you know? Like, she's a millionaire. She should be able to just, you know, get you right out and get you on the record deal. Why is she not helping? He's pissed off, and I probably shouldn't say this because I don't want to piss you off, but Bob is at the same time kind of upset at you.
This call is from a federal prison.
You got me in contact with the other person who claimed to be Grace, right? We know that. You got me in contact with the person claiming to be Tina and the person claiming to be Grace. I don't know right now if that was real or fake. But what I do know is when they told me that they were in contact with the FBI, okay, one thing I can confirm is what they were saying is true in my legal discovery.
That's true. Yeah, your legal discovery. I haven't been able to see that, but what else?
Right. But my legal discovery straight up has conversations with the verified Tina, Grace's mother, where it's straight up talking about being in contact with me and saying Grace is not dating you, she's not aware of you. But then what I find weird is there's a straight up letter that got sent to the homeless shelter where it straight up is from the real Dave. And Dave, as we know, was wanting the relationship and the wedding all along. He has no problem with it, as we know, right?
Yeah, I mean, assuming so, yeah.
Right. And so the thing is, he is the one that apparently sent the letter. And now they're all saying, including Grace, that none of that ever happened.
Jeez.
And there's like literal proof, like it came from their address. So who here is lying?
It's all confusing, and then
Whoever this Grace is, which is, from my understanding, the real Grace, is in my legal discovery, which straight up, it's the same stuff that you were saying when I was in contact with you prior to my arrest. So the information I'm being given, right, is making me sound crazy. And
This call is from a federal prison.
It's pissing everybody off. You see what I mean?
yeah, I mean, and they keep pushing back your trial.
And they keep pushing back my trial. So who is doing that? You know, like at this point, I don't know why I'm not just out, you know, and they get me housing, you know, like wherever I'm supposed to go.
I mean,
You know, I mean, what could also be going on too is, I mean, all the shootings and stuff.
yeah.
They could be just saying threats are just one step away from the actual doing. The thing is, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
Get out of the car, Daniel!
I'm not gonna just act on it. I was demanding help, and I even have proof in my legal discovery of me demanding help, going to hospitals. Nobody once ever did anything. Now they're doing kind of the same thing, but just holding me here. When are things going to progress and actually get better? I don't see it happening anytime soon.
And I'm guessing, do they not have tablets in this one like that other?
No, but anyways, I gotta go.
Okay.
Our time's almost up.
Okay.
I'll have to call you back.
One more thing. Try and write down some lyrics, because next time we call, maybe you can like sing over the phone or something.
I don't know. We'll figure something out, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there it was, the first ever federal prison update. and as expected, same old Daniel.
To that great highway. No one has to be.
For those doubting that Daniel would remain behind bars for long, this update may give you some clarity. His future is looking pretty bleak, to say the least. As always, if you have suggestions for future Larson Leak content or ideas for new events, we're always open to hearing them in the comments below. In the meantime, Larson Leak has been going absolutely crazy on Instagram and Twitter, posting archived content and flashbacks to some of the strangest moments in Daniel's lore. If you want to stay updated on his case, be sure to check them out. Or if you've had enough of this lolcow and want to block him out of your life for good, that's valid too. I'm Kusari, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Thank you to Larson Leak for having me narrate this video and the last one for you guys. It really has been fun doing these, and I can't wait to do more. Anyways, I think that's about it. Peace out.
I turn her up to a pack. Her best friend told her she better get back. Okay. Hey, I turn her up to a pack. Her best friend told her she better get back. Say what you mean, we direct. Cash on the road, better keep it a stack. There's only 2 seats in the back. Somebody can't come, I'ma leave it with that. Whenever I'm geeked on the best, $1 million a week, I ain't even get rest. Can't lose sleep by the witch. Fucked up friend, but I think it's a test. Say what you mean, we direct. No more drink, who the real?